coming through, and it will be worth considering, worth your time, worth your energy, worth your resources. A little wonder the good book says, I was glad when they said, let us come into the house of God, because there's an excitement that comes with it. Pneumatikos program with Pastor Kelechi, Paulcy, and Sister Remmy, Lexington. If I didn't get that correctly, please correct me.
Yeah, we actually. First of all, I really like the way you really presenting. It looked like as though you're a pastor.
No, I'm not.
You did a good work. Probably we'll have to give you a check.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here to represent Christ Embassy Abuja Zone 1. And the highly esteemed zonal pastor, Pastor Enoch Bama, is the zonal pastor. And so we're here to talk about the biggest thing that is happening, that will be happening in Abuja FCT, and that will be on the 7th of November 2025. What I mean, the biggest thing, that's the biggest thing, you know.
It's
mega.
Right.
Mega. Actually, something that by the Spirit of God, and that God has orchestrated for us to wrap up the year for everyone, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So probably you like to know the meaning of pneumaticos.
Right, pneumaticos.
Of course,
Because I don't know.
You should break it down.
I've been thinking about it, ruminating on it. Like, what's pneumaticos? I don't think I've heard that before in my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
what is pneumaticos?
See, the wind of the Spirit.
The wind
of
the
Spirit.
Spirit.
Wind. It's Spirit. Spirit. You know, when the Bible says when Jesus blew on the disciples, he blew on them his Spirit. As a blew on them, it caused their understanding to change, and so that's the blow. That's the wind that comes in to change the narrative, and so that's what the meaning of pneumaticos
is. Is this an English word?
Oh, well, it's a Greek word.
A Greek word.
Okay. Because I know that Christ Embassy is actually known for a number
Light
of things.
of bliss.
I mean,
Total experience.
Right.
That shows you that's why we're telling you that this is the biggest new thing that is going to be happening in Abuja.
Now, this is like, it says the wind.
Of the Spirit.
It's a blow, right, of the Spirit. It's not just any type of blow, but it's one that comes of the Spirit. Birth of the Spirit, right? And yes, pneumaticos, it is called. He says, is the mega. They call it the biggest of them all. If you thought you've had impact, if you thought you've been, you've had spiritual empowerment, if you thought you had powerful teachings, if you thought you've had community building, no. Not just yet, because the pneumaticos event will be coming, and it's the blow, the wind of the Spirit in itself, right? Anyways, though, still looking at the conversation, we would like to look more into how can we be part of it? I mean, there has to be a venue, right, for us to be part of it. Somebody out there now is lifting up holy hands and saying, I need to be impacted and imparted. What is the venue? How can we reach out to you if there's a number? Because I already sense it in my spirit that this is a must-be place. Okay, Sister Remmy. Oh, Sister Remmy is going to be doing justice to that. Remmy Lexington, right? Okay, awesome. Talk to us, Sister Remmy.
Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good
Awesome.
evening, everyone.
That's right.
My name is Remmy Lexington, as they said.
Awesome.
Pneumaticos will be happening at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. Just as our esteemed Pastor Kelechi said, November 7th is the time. 8 is the date, 8 p.m. is the time. And counting up, we are just 11 days to that great event, to that day of the move of the Spirit that has never been seen in our nation, Nigeria. That is the truth. Not only FCT. We are capturing FCT, we are using FCT as a point of contact to the nation, Nigeria.
Right.
So the program is 7th of November at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, the main bowl national stadium. Wow. Yes, the main bowl national stadium.
Glory.
7th November, 8 p.m. is the time.
7th November, 8 p.m. is the time. And where is the venue? Moshood Abiola
Stadium.
The main bowl.
The main bowl.
Okay.
I mean, that's to tell you the number of, people that are expected to be part of this, spiritual exercise. Now, I know, of course, that Christ Embassy just concluded its, healing streams, service over the weekend.
That's
So
lovely.
it's more like people are yet to recover from, the impartation from that healing stream, service. And then next month, there's another big thing, happening here in Abuja. Now, how do you speak to people who are not in Abuja? Because it is not just in Abuja that people listen to Eagles FM. People actually listen to us from over 40 countries around the world. Is there any way they can connect virtually? Are there provisions for online, or live streaming of
Maybe transportation
transportation as well for those who are in Abuja or neighboring states?
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for that question. Actually, you mentioned about people from the neighboring city, and I tell you, we have lots of people coming from Lagos. We have lots of people coming from other places that have indicated interest. They're not even talking about virtual. They're saying they are coming live. There's a difference between being in a place where things are happening and watching it. You understand? So it's an appointment with the Spirit. The Bible said in Psalm 102 verse 13, it said, "Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion." It said, "For the time to favor her is a set time, is now." So it's actually a set time. So people traveled from far and wide to go and listen to our Lord Jesus. So it's a meeting with the Spirit. So I think that no matter the distance, it doesn't cost anyone anything to come in, to be in a place. And moreover, we're saying 8 p.m. But I would advise people, based on the calls that we have been receiving and acceptance, I think it should come early. People should come early, and to be there, to be blessed. I got about some people who are coming in from Lagos. They plan to fly in, and the next morning they will fly back. I mean, that shows you how they have taken the program. So it's going to be a beautiful moment. It's a time of change, a time of prayer, time of worship, and so much will happen that night. So I think that the difference between, though probably later on it might be streamed, but for now we're trying to take advantage, take care of those that will be there on ground. That's the most important thing.
All right. And you heard the sound of the Pastor Kelechi now, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, we will get to give you the address and the phone numbers that you can call to be a part of the discourse or part of this huge event. It's called Pneumatikos event, right? And of course, it is the wind of the Spirit. All right. Sister Remmy, please give us again the venue, the time, the date, as well as the number that somebody out there who is seeking impartation would want to connect with to be a part of the event.
Thank you so much. The venue again is Moshood Abiola National Stadium, the main bowl. There are a lot of areas in Moshood Abiola, but it is Moshood Abiola National Stadium, the main bowl. And the date is November 7th, 2025. And the time is 8 p.m. But just like my esteemed pastor have said, you are advised to get seated at least 5 p.m. so that you can prayerfully prepare for all that God has in stock for you. Right. And you made mention of buses. Yes, we have buses at all allotted areas from Abuja City environs, be it Gwagwalada, Suleja, Yanya, Kefi, Kuje, everywhere. There are buses branded with Pneumatikos. Driving, all of them are coming straight to the National Stadium on the November 7th, 2025.
So you're saying that as long as it is a major bus stop, there has to be a Pneumatikos bus?
As long as there is a major bus stop. And there are some villages that are not major bus stop, there are also buses there.
Wow.
Okay.
So as long as it's a major bus stop, there is a Pneumatikos bus waiting to bring you to the stadium. And in case you say my area is not a major bus stop, you don't have an issue. There is a bus coming to your village, coming to your area, coming to Kushibena, coming to Piakasa, coming to behind Lugbe. There is a bus coming to Peggy, yes, to bring you to National Stadium for this glorious time in the presence of the Lord.
You know, one of the things that I almost called you pastor.
Okay.
When our Lord Jesus told them, he said, "I go," he said, "and compel them to come." You know, there are the situation where we are in the country. All we need is divine intervention. You understand? You know, I know that when we were growing up, I would put hearing our parents say things are hard, things are hard. So it didn't stop getting hard. So you understand. But what happened? The Bible talks about famine and the widow that was the one feeding the man of God. And what happened? There was surplus for her. So the Bible, it lets us understand that God, that there's still gold in famine, that is still wealth, you know. But you know, it has to do where you are, be at the right place at the right time. And so, National Moshood Abiola National Stadium on the 7th is the right place to be. You know, there will be a lot that will happen. And you know, there are people who are expecting to be there. You know, we're expecting the saved, we are expecting the unsaved, we're expecting even the Muslims, we are placing the unbelievers. It's for you, everyone, to come. And you know one thing that you know, the man of God, Pastor Enoch. Wow, it's a man of God that you need to hear. That's one of the big thing that is happening in Abuja. You know, the man of God is full of the Spirit. You know, I hope many times people can have time to follow up to see most of the activities, healing ministry, prophetic ministry, the word. He has the word, and I tell you, you know, when God wants to bless a man and God wants to prosper a man, He sent a prophet to you.
Right.
He sent the man of God to you. Each time God wants to cause a change in the life of people or cause a change in the life in the city or a nation, God sent the man of God. And I tell you, God is sending the man of God, Pastor Enoch, the highly esteemed Pastor Enoch, to Abuja, and he sent him to Abuja. And then National Stadium on that day, I want to tell you something. Everyone that will come in on that day will finish well this year. And I tell you, one of the things that the Lord told me as we're praying, and we've been praying seriously for this program, apparently for everyone coming. I tell you, many will have an impartation. Some who have questioning their life as Christians, God will give them direction. And I tell you, at the end of the day, between November and December, God can give you a harvest of 5 years in 1 month. And I tell you, so much will happen on that day, and I'll tell you, the man of God will minister greatly, and I think many will be blessed on that day. So,
right.
Appointment with the Spirit.
Okay, so aside, Pastor Enoch, are there other anointed men of God that people should actually look at for?
Well, that night is very unique.
Okay.
Because you see.
By the way, sorry to botch you, is it the first of its kind, or it's like an annual,
No, this is the first of its type right now. Like we're looking
at
the program. Yeah. No, so this is Pneumatikos. Like I love, that means you've been following the ministry. Different program we have had. That is all night. But you see, it's a night of prayer. A night of worship. So we have time for miracle testimonies and things that will happen. So it's a night loaded. Night loaded with many activities. So we have many activities on that night.
From the lips of 1, 2, and 3, a word is established, fact is established. We've had our esteemed Pastor Kelechi here, Paulcy, as well as Sister Remmy, Lexington of Christ Embassy Abuja Zone 1, coming on here to talk to you, talk to me, talk to us about the Pneumatikos Night. It's an event that will be happening at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, right? And it will be on the 7th of November, 8 p.m. But of course, we advise that you get there earlier, maybe 5 p.m.
Also a phone number.
Right, I was coming to that phone number. That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So 5 p.m. if you can,
no
please.
African time.
No African time, but 5 p.m. if you can, save a seat, book a place, because the esteemed and revered man of God, Pastor Enoch. Remember, and Enoch walks with God. Okay, if you remember that part, then you will understand what we are saying will impact you with everything that pertains to life and godliness. All right, we'll let Sister Remmy give us the number to connect with you in case I find a hassle in trying to get through? How do I call? How do I connect? Because I've got to be there live.
Okay, for additional informations, you can reach us directly on these numbers: 070
070
722
722
41310.
41310.
Yes. And we have 090
Or 090
291
291
93
93
6669.
Let's call the numbers again.
707
070